It's 110 Ocean Drive. Hey, we miss you all. We bumping this gates today, baby. It's Friday. Yeah, let's go.
Northside pulling up in the H. I'm in the city, this gate, the fighter shop. I need to get in your face. 500 blocks in the middle, been getting ridiculous. A lot of this shit wasn't straight. I dropped a load on my partner, encountered some problems, receiving a lot of complaints. And doing this, jump out the gym in the kitchen. The slippers not liking the taste. Dropping the coupe with vanilla extract in the Pyrex to try not to run them away. Big homie, impossible say that it's booming. I'm tempted to go back and fuck with the phone. Wait on my killers to get out of prison. The KG, these niggas don't play by the rules. I can remember when I was just wishing the 30 cent flip. We stood on the block, grabbing it. Undercoat, see the pin breaking the rocks. Surrounded by jackets, I keep in my company. Need them, I wake up, I give them a dollar. And I'm in here practicing over the pot. Yeah. Hit the salute when you stand up. They come out, then you can tell up. They come out, then you can tell up. One on one. Zap hit the ace with the quinine. Spray with the dry it out.
Man, that's my jam right there, man. I love that Yucatan, Kevin Gates. Hey, it's gonna be a good weekend. Gonna be a good weekend, guys. But I have missed you both dearly. Dearly, my friends. I know you guys have been busy. Things have been going on. Life has been happening. Grant has been having a some successful business endeavors.
Yep.
Proud of you, buddy.
Yep. All the way to the top, guys. No, and I got a baby on the way. And I'm getting married in July.
Well, guys, there you go. There you have it.
That's been the big secret lately.
Yeah, we've been holding that in from you all, man. That's a beautiful thing. Well, let me do this introduction. To my left, we have Grant, our engineer. We have Alex, me, your host, Tave. We miss you. Grant, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's a beautiful thing, man. One thing about kids, they change your life in a tremendous way.
A lot of new entries into the chapter.
Absolutely. Being married, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
As long as you know you're doing it for the right reasons, you have the right person in your life, you guys are on the right accord, man, it's beautiful, man.
Yep.
Beautiful. I'm so happy for you, my friend.
No, thank you.
My friend, I'm so happy for
Excited.
you, man. Hey, you're a good guy. Good guy. You got a good one. Hey, congratulations, Ash. We love you. We miss you. At least I do. So, congratulations to you both. And congratulations to your family, big guy.
Thank you.
Some sports news, guys. We hadn't been here about it, but let's dive into it today.
Mm-hmm.
We have the great Dabo Swinney.
Yeah.
Clemson, 10 years, $93 million contract, makes him the highest paid college football coach in history. That was reported first by ESPN. People are saying that Dabo will go down as the greatest coach in college football history. What is your opinion on that? Do you believe that is true?
My opinion on that is he's got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, he does. I agree with that.
Because unless you're talking, what does Saban have? 7 championships?
6.
6?
6. He has. Is it 4 at Alabama?
I thought it was 5. And then he's got 1 at LSU.
And LSU. 6.
Yeah. Does he only have 5 at Alabama? Seems like more than that. Because A.J. McCarron won twice, right? Then McElroy won 1. Tua won 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then... God, who's the dude after A.J. McCarron? No, they lost with Blake whatever. What was his name? Blake Sims?
Yep. He has that 1 at LSU. That was in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2009, 2011, 2012, 15, and 17. So he has 7.
He has 7.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. And
No,
Dabo,
6. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
6.
I'm wrong. 6.
Well,
6.
Dabo still only has 2.
2.
So he's got 4 more and counting. Because, I mean, I think it'd be foolish to think Saban's not going to get another one.
I think that honestly I don't see Nick Saban winning another championship.
You don't think so?
I don't see it.
I think once Trevor Lawrence is gone, he's going to sneak another one in.
I don't see it. The reason I don't see it is because I don't believe Nick Saban is going to be down there no longer than about 3 or 4 more years.
Yeah.
I think that in 4 years, Nick Saban is gone. Now, this is the thing, though. Does he get that same treatment as Bobby Bowden did
At
Florida State?
Yeah.
You remember that? What you remember?
Yeah.
Every time Bobby was like,
Well,
"I'm retiring,"
yeah.
it was like they were always throwing him in the national championship game.
Yeah.
Bobby Bowden, "Oh, I'm retiring," and he had that opportunity.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
But they eventually pushed him out.
They did.
The same thing,
Would
the
that-
same kind of thing happened with Bob Stoops, but
He should have been gone a long time ago, though.
I think that's because Saban hasn't declined any yet, and those guys, there was a noticeable decline with both of those, with Bowden and Stoops.
It was.
So I don't and they never were at the same level of dominance. Maybe in their conferences they were, but not on a national stage. He's got 5 of the last 10 championships. He's got half of the last 10 championships. So
That's true. But I mean, he's 67.
yeah.
You know, you don't. That's why I say 4 years.
But does he look 67 to you? Because he doesn't look 67 to me.
No, he looks at least 60, about 63,
Yeah.
at least.
But I think he's got,
But Dabo Swinney is 49 though.
with what he's done, I think he's got, unless he comes out and reels off back-to-back 5 and 6 seasons, unless that happens, he's not going to get the same treatment.
I just don't see him, bro. I don't see him being there more than 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, I could see him retiring,
Yeah, for sure.
but I think he's going to try to get one. I think if you see in 3 years that he wins one, then he's definitely going to retire right after.
Now, hypothetically speaking, he retires 5 years. Dabo Swinney is still in his contract for 5 additional years after that, after retirement, or 4 years. Do you see Dabo going to Alabama? Now, the question was
No.
asked to him,
No, I think he's too.
and he basically declined it.
Yeah.
But do you see then, let's kind of open it up a little bit. Do you see Kirby Smart at Georgia going to be the next coach at the University of Alabama?
No.
So you think they're
I think
going to have to open?
Kirby Smart's coaching his alma mater.
Yeah, which is Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know.
And I mean, that's a dream job.
Why? Okay, so if you're Dabo Swinney or Kirby Smart, where you've built your own thing and it's wildly successful right now, why would you want to go and follow in the footsteps of that?
I wouldn't want to do
Yeah.
that. But
That's the expectations for that is.
it's still your alma mater, though.
Yeah, but Alabama's in the position where they expect to be at the top every single year, and not just of their conference. The conference, if they don't win the conference, they're upset.
Oh, absolutely.
If they get to the conference championship and lose, they'd be upset.
I'm gonna be honest though. I just don't see Trevor Lawrence. He has 2 more years there, at least.
Yeah,
2 more years there at least. So that's Saban's 3 years right there.
yeah.
That's 3 years right there. So after that, he only has about 2 more years.
He's got this year to get him.
Yeah, if he doesn't get him this year.
Yeah,
Well,
because-
I don't think he's going
Unless Tua's brother is better than Tua,
And he's
which
not.
I have a hard time.
to. Well, I watched him, and he didn't look that much better to me
Yeah,
at all. And I didn't think he was that. I didn't think he was that good in Birmingham. But things change when you get different coaching.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be really interesting. I really believe Dabo may leave to go to Alabama just because it's his alma mater.
I think Dabo's saying.
You believe so?
I believe so.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
if it doesn't
we'll
work
see.
out with Clemson. But I mean, why would he leave there? He doesn't have to deal with the crazy expectations. Like
Right.
he's already cemented himself as the highest paid coach and, arguably the best coach right now.
Right.
With what he did to Alabama. I mean, no one else has ever done that. Not
No.
even Urban Meyer beat Alabama sometimes. But he's the only other guy who's beaten them like that, actually, now that I think of it, because they beat him like 31 to
31-17 this past
yeah.
year. Yeah, it was an ass whooping. It was brutal. It was really brutal.
Oh, the final score of the national championship was it 44, 51 to 17?
It was a beat down.
Yeah, they beat the fuck out of them. But the only other time that it's great to say that. The only other time that's ever happened was the second half of the Ohio State Alabama game when Ohio State won their national championship. That's the only other time that I've seen Alabama that badly outclassed. And that was Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
And Urban Meyer got embarrassed by Nick Saban a couple times.
Oh yeah. I mean, even at Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's going to be interesting. I think that in about 5 years we're going to be having different conversations.
So, and then you think back to a couple years ago. So, not only did Dabo Swinney do what he did last year to Nick Saban, do you remember the 30-0 game he had against Urban?
Yeah, I do. It's I mean, but I don't see you doing it against Dabo though. I think that Dabo's a great coach. He has a great coaching staff.
Well,
he knows what he's
got
doing.
blown out a bunch in the first couple of years he was there.
He did.
And Florida State was one of those teams that
Right. But Florida State had a tough team, man.
Yeah.
They had a real tough team. Listen,
Well, once it seems like you can kind of trace the rise of Dabo to when Jimbo left.
Well, this is my other thing too, though. This is my other thing too with Nick Saban, and well, actually that entire SEC. What people don't understand is it's a lot of talent in Texas. It's a lot of talent. Texas and Florida have some of the best talent in the country. I say that to say Jimbo Fisher is going to be a menace to Nick Saban in the SEC West.
Yeah.
He knows how to recruit. He knows
He already
how to
took
put
that team to a whole different level in 1 year.
He knows how to put the right people on the recruiting trail. Listen, Texas A&M, Alabama, LSU, Auburn, Mississippi State, Ole Miss. All of those teams those teams exclude Texas A&M. They're all going to have a problem with Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Texas A&M is going to be a very tough team to beat. LSU, they got a good team, but Texas is different. Texas A&M is going to be different.
Yeah.
With Jimbo Fisher there, when he gets his people, when he gets his players, which he just did this past year, and it's on the recruiting trail. You saw the recruiting trail. It was amazing. They had an amazing recruiting year. Texas A&M did.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough for Nick Saban to even make it back next year. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for any team in the SEC West to make it to the national championship with Jimbo Fisher coaching the way he is.
Yeah. And then
because they had Alabama beat.
Yeah.
When you watch the game this past year.
Well, and it's going to be tough for whatever team gets out of there to beat Georgia or Florida.
That Florida team going to be tough.
Yeah.
Florida, listen, that SEC West is a problem, but that SEC East is...
They're coming along now.
They are. Kentucky, Florida, Georgia, and you got Missouri. I don't know if Missouri's going to be that big of a program this year, but they got Kelly Bryant this season. It should be interesting.
They're a flash in the pan type program, though. Because they did the same thing in the Big 12 for all those years. Is that they'll be really good for
Talking about
like
Missouri.
4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll be really good for 4.
And they'll drop
They'll
off
have a
for-
run. Yeah. and
yeah.
Like when
Like
they
they-
first got to the SEC, they were in the championship game. What, the first 2 years in a row?
and then they dropped off
Yeah.
40 years later.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Texas, though, Texas A&M also has that traditional school there, which is looking like they're back on the map.
Well, they have the most money now.
Texas A&M does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna be. I mean, that's right now though, because they just gave Tom Herman an extension,
Yeah.
2 years. They pay him right now $6.5 million. The extension is giving him $6.75 million up until 2023.
Yeah.
So 2023.
I think he's a good head coach, but I think he's a little overhyped and a little overpaid.
Well, he beat the shit out of LSU last year, didn't he? No, that was Georgia.
Georgia, yeah. But I mean,
That's a stepping stone.
yeah, and they
in
beat,
the right direction.
they beat Oklahoma the first time, I think.
They did. They
So
got
they're
beat. They
getting
got
there.
beat. They got beat at the end.
They're getting there, but he really hasn't done anything yet. Like if you look at it and you look at it, and you're judging it by conference titles and what you've won, he really hasn't done anything.
Well, in the first season he went 7-6, and then this past season he
Yeah.
went 10-4.
Yeah, 10-4 with a bowl game win.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's a big jump.
That is a big jump.
But I'm just saying.
The first year says something
Yeah.
because you're still coaching Charlie Strong's kids. Those are Charlie Strong's guys,
Yeah.
and then you improve by 4 wins.
Yeah. No, and I think
Or by 3 wins. I'm sorry.
I think when it's in a couple years, it's gonna. I don't know. I temper expectations on him.
All right. Okay. Well, let's do this then. Let's do this. Because since we're talking coaches, and we know what type of schedule, Texas has each year in and year out. They always got to play Oklahoma because it's a rivalry game, and they're going to usually play them again
Yeah.
for a championship game. Do you see Nebraska with Scott Frost going from 4 wins? 4 wins last year to winning
8.
8-9 games this year. They should,
Well,
based on
I
the
mean-
schedule.
I guess it would be 7. Yeah. No, I was gonna say that.
They should, based on the schedule.
His first year at Texas kind of reminds me a lot of Scott Frost because they were coming off a 7-6 year with Strong. And,
Right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
like you could see that they were making progress, but it wasn't really showing in the record. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was similar to like by the end of the year last year, Nebraska's team was light years ahead of where they were at the end of the previous year. And I think that was the same for Texas. I don't know. It's kind of tough to say because it's not exactly like a power, it's not one of the top.
You talking about the Big 10?
Big 12. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's a pretty good conference, but it's not in the, same discussion as like the SEC or even the Big 10, I don't think. They've got Oklahoma, but outside of Oklahoma, who's their consistent team year in, year out?
True. Because what is it? Oklahoma, Oklahoma State.
Yeah, you have Oklahoma State,
TCU.
who always seems like they should be really, really good, and then they just kind of never put together a whole season. West Virginia comes along every couple years. TCU comes along every couple years. They've got a bunch of teams like that. Kansas State's good every once in a while. Iowa State's been decent.
Yeah,
but
it's not enough, bro.
Yeah, listen to the.
Yeah,
Like,
just
who's
not
the
enough.
other? It's Texas and Oklahoma.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been like that. It's been like that for quite some time. Texas and Oklahoma. That's what it is.
That's nothing new.
No. But I think that Tom Herman can really, he can really make a big name for himself.
Yeah. No, that's all
this
I'm
year.
saying. Is like it's kind of tough to tell because I just think there's a lot. There's a lot of teams that you can equate in the Big Ten to the Big 12. You know, those like flashing, like Northwestern is a lot like TCU. You know, like they're not going to get the high profile recruits all the time, but they're going to get a 4-year starter quarterback, and they're going to reel off some really good seasons. Stuff like that. Like that's Northwestern, but there's no, like, you're talking about like Ohio State, Michigan State, Wisconsin. You know, if Nebraska figures it out, Nebraska, Purdue's coming along. Like, there's a lot. Minnesota looked really good at the end of the year last year.
I agree.
And I know Maryland just is random. Every once in a while, Maryland will just beat the shit out of some big name team.
Right.
Weren't they who got Ohio State last year?
I thought that was Purdue, wasn't it?
Purdue got them. Yeah, you're right.
That was an ass whooping too.
Yeah, Maryland got someone. Maybe it was Michigan.
Texas.
Texas?
It's Texas.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, first game of the season.
Yep.
Yeah, the line was 14. It was plus 14. I remember that. I took the bet.
Yeah, no, we both did.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember that. And we were way off.
Yeah, it was. It was.
That was like the first episode.
It was. So, we, talking about coaching, and transitioning to a different coach that is not really having that same type of success that Tom Herman is, Willie Taggart. I just read that. So this happened back in February. Willie Taggart dismissed DeAndre Francois.
He dismissed him?
Yeah, but they said Florida State did. They dismissed Francois in February after his girlfriend posted a video on Instagram saying that she was abused. I guess it was a fight that broke out. But he was never charged for the incident. So Florida State got rid of him. So Francois is actually walking on to Florida Atlantic.
Really?
With
Kiffin?
Lane Kiffin. Speaking of coaches, do you see Willie Taggart? Well, first of all, we already know. I don't believe Willie Taggart is going to make it out of Florida State.
No, how I feel about him.
Do you think that with Francois Willie Taggart dismissing Francois and him going to play with Lane Kiffin, it's going to open some doors for Lane Kiffin next year? Because I think Francois will have success at Florida Atlantic.
Yeah.
They don't play that type of competition. That was at Atlantic. It's what is that?
Aren't they in the? They're not in the American, are they?
It is. It is the American. It is the American Conference. When you think about this, Francois going to Florida Atlantic, do you see not only great production from Francois, which will help him get into the league, and then the doors opening for Lane Kiffin? Do you see Lane Kiffin leaving?
Yeah.
And they are in the American Conference, by the way.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. There's decent competition there. That's a pretty high tier. That's where Central Florida and Memphis and all them play, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's like the highest tier mid-major conference, I would say.
You think so?
Yeah. Who's better?
I don't know.
I mean, Memphis and UCF and Cincinnati even now.
Memphis is just... every time I think about Memphis, I think about Memphis as a...
Getting their ass whooped by UCF?
Yeah, but I just look at them as a basketball school.
Yeah. I do too.
I mean...
I always think... Right when I hear Memphis, I think Derrick Rose.
I want them to... Yeah, right. I want them to have success, though, because they got Penny Hardaway, who's down there. Penny Hardaway and Mike Miller, who's down there coaching at Memphis basketball. So... And on top of that, they had a number one recruit.
Yeah.
So they had the number one recruiting team this year for basketball. The Memphis may be a problem in basketball. I'm just saying. Side note. But I think that Francois will really have some success there.
Yeah, no, and I don't see Taggart making it out of the year, which I think has a direct impact on Lane Kiffin, because why wouldn't they be looking at Lane Kiffin?
And it speaks volumes to what Lane Kiffin, or what people believe with Lane Kiffin, how they, how players believe in what Lane Kiffin. And on top of that,
yeah,
it says that Willie Taggart may not make it. I'm just saying that's what it says to me. I know it was an abuse, but I didn't see him wanting to be down there anyway. That's why he was looking at going to the league.
I think Lane Kiffin's like changed his entire demeanor.
Yeah.
It's
going to change
a lot. He seems
lot.
like a lot more like a head coach and not like a hot shot assistant,
Yeah, I don't like saying that about Willie Taggart, because I like Willie, but man, he
sucks.
I think he's more of a coordinator than a coach.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's
like,
pretty tough.
It's
pretty tough. It's pretty tough. I'm just saying, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Good luck though.
It's like
good luck, Francois.
Yeah, Willie Taggart's like that coworker, who never does anything but somehow just keeps getting promotions.
You're like, God damn, how did that happen?
What fucking body do you know about? I want to know.
Who did you kill for this?
Who did you see raping a hooker or something? Because this doesn't make any sense. You go 7-6, 7-6, 7-6. Oh, let's give him the job at Oregon. Oh, let's give him the job at UCF. Oh, let's give him the job at Florida State. Let's just keep fucking doing it. What? I bet you he's going to get fired and then get another job. Maybe in the NFL, like Cliff Kingsbury. That
was crazy.
Willie Taggart.
That's still
come
crazy.
Come coach the Raiders.
Hey, I want Francois to have success though, because he's had a tough career down there at Florida State.
I mean, if he actually beat that woman, I kind of don't.
Yeah,
but
I hope. But they said he wasn't charged, so that means he's innocent. It does it. Never mind. That's open another window.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies. I don't.
Means he's legally innocent.
We don't do that. We don't put our hands on women. If you want to hear our opinion on it, check the next sound check. Next week.
Or we're always totally respectful.
Very. Yes. Very PG. We have Golden State, the Warriors, NBA playoffs, going to their fifth consecutive championship against either Milwaukee or Toronto.
Looking like Toronto.
Looking like Toronto might do it. I think Toronto will not, but
They've got the best player.
No, I don't believe that.
Kawhi Leonard's been the best player in that series.
Yeah, he has been.
Yeah.
Offensively and defensively.
He's been the best player in the playoffs. He's averaging what, like 35 fucking points a game?
Yeah, he's balling.
Yeah.
He's balling.
He's been killing everyone.
I like Kawhi. And I mean, just...
And look at the defense he's played on.
Giannis. Giannis. Giannis is... It's showing. It's showing you don't got a jump shot, Giannis. I like Giannis.
Yeah.
It's saying a lot.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard's just showing that he's the best two-way player in the NBA.
Man.
He is.
Listen, man, I really want...
People just disappear when he guards them.
That's a bad man.
Yeah.
That's a bad boy. Hey, that Kawhi Leonard has been playing some ball. Lights out ball.
Yeah, no,
I'm really excited about...
Love Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited about maybe the possibility of playing Golden State. I think it'll be a great matchup, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's really going to be a great matchup.
No, he's always matched. If you remember that Spurs series, you remember that? When Kawhi got hurt in, like, game 2, and the Spurs were up? They'd won the first game, and then they were up by, like, 20 points in the second one when he got hurt, and then they lost the next 4 in a row after. But they were, like... So they were, like, plus 60 in the point spread. With Kawhi Leonard on the court throughout that series, and then the rest of the way they were like minus like 170 without him or something like that.
They play again this Saturday. I think that Toronto is going to finish it off. I really believe that. I believe though Giannis has a point to prove. If Giannis can win this game Saturday in Toronto,
they'll win Game 7. They'll win Game 7 back in Milwaukee. Mark my words on that.
I think it's coming down to, like, Kawhi's been there before. He knows what to do.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
He's
going to be tough.
No one on Milwaukee's ever been there.
Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. I'm excited about this. Yeah. I like what that East has got going, got brewing over there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone on Milwaukee's team's ever been past the second round, have they?
No, not. I mean, even with their bench, like they don't have anybody. They don't have a veteran leadership.
No.
So
okay,
it's gonna be good. I like Toronto. I like Toronto right now, but my heart is saying that if Giannis and Chris Middleton can pull this game out Saturday, they're going to be playing Golden State on Tuesday of next week. Of the next week.
Pulling for Kawhi.
Well, good luck. Well, guys, that's all we got on the docket. Man, it's been fun. We miss you all. We love you all. Can't wait to talk to you next week. Check out the Saturday night podcast that will be the music turn-up that will be dropping tomorrow. And then check that sound check that will be dropping on Sunday.
Tamari.
Man.
Tamari and Sunday.
Man.
Solomon Grundy.
We got some stuff brewing. Oh, on the way. Hey, we got some other stuff on the way. So continue to check 110 Ocean Drive, Facebook, YouTube, at 110 Ocean Drive on Twitter. Pin and Crest, what's up? Hey, we love you all. See you soon. Talk to you soon. Alex, drop that track on the end by my guy here, Fredro Bang, called Story to Tell, featuring Moneybag Yo. Yes, sir.
I'm feeling like a fucking gangster. Don't like that.
That's the hard body,
Brush my teeth and grab my strap today. Cause I know those pussy niggas, they be after me. I'm a sinner, I ain't listening to what the pastor say. Last nigga play with TBG, he passed away. Street nigga can't be set up by no dog hoes. Wait till you pull up and let the thing know. Catch another body, yeah, I'm fin too. I'ma put you in the dirt if we got issues. He talking reggae, he wanna dance and we can tango. That bitch you fucking get you set up by that same hoe. Real gas, I be thuggin' where they can't go. I make you bleed, keep my name in about your combo. Who that is, say they want some smoke. If you want a nigga, let me know. Who that is, say they want some smoke. If you want a nigga, let me know.
You wanna see me, nigga, book a show. I pull up in your city in a go. Ain't worried about static, that what these guns for. Can beat the murder, that what these funds for. It's Glide High, like Louisiana. Millionaire with some hood man. On some side, them been when we since 0 tolerance on camera. Bitch, I'm fly, yeah, no promoter. I'm Ferrari, you Toyota. I mix pro milk with my soda. P and I come over. I be riding with that cutter like a Guinness suit. You still alive, cause I got better shit to attend to. Tried to pay for my location, but I done been and moved. You can't name a hood of the city I ain't been to.
Who that is, say they want some smoke. If you want a nigga, let me know. Who that is, say they want some smoke. If you want a nigga, let me know. Bullet got the bullet, make it cop out. saw dog. I'm walking down when they pull up a minute the flag is lit. Every dish you niggas send, I send another bullet. My shooter begging him for a body, he like give me the word. You know these streets real crooked, so they come with some hurt. Laugh now, cry later, pussy bitches my turn. Pull up on the sidewalk and leave your shit on the curb. Take 100 out the back and